that out of the way. Now, it's called a Juba Dance. Not much to it. They didn't need much because they were slaves. They played the banjo a lot because after the plantation owners realized that when they would drum, they were actually sending messages to slaves in other plantations. It wasn't Morse code or Gambian code, wasn't any of that. It was just the drums actually talked to them. I don't know the language, but so immediately drums were banished from the slaves, and so they played banjos. Joe Sweeney spotted all that, and he would be a circus entertainer and play his banjo. You've probably seen pictures of his banjos, not too different from this. There's one in the Smithsonian, I think. And this is one of his tunes. It's called Joe Sweeney's Breakdown. Well, that's what they called it in 1865. The tunes that I'll play in this part of the show are all documented from one of the 5 or 6 books that were actually published on how to play the banjo using music notes from 1855 to about 1867 or so. And this is his, and we call it nowadays Johnny Booker. Now, if you wonder how they played in what nowadays would be called the clawhammer or the frailing style, or more generally, down picking. And what you do is you would grow a nail, if you could grow a nail, which obviously I can't. And even the minstrels in the old minstrel, one of the old minstrel books has a diagram of how to cut a piece of brass and bend it so that it fit over your fingertip and your banjo could be heard over the raucous crowds that went to the minstrel shows. And that is what I have. It's a good thing because this is one of those raucous crowds. The first minstrel show was Virginia Minstrels in 1843 in New York City. They were all white guys with their faces charcoal black. And they had songs, had routines, had skits, had everything, and it caught on faster than the Beatles in the 19th century. Way faster than Elvis. And they had a fiddle, a banjo, a drum, very much like a blue drum, and rattle bones. And that was the entire thing. And as time went by, they started adding things like the accordion. And a guitar on certain occasions, and horns and other things. And when Christie got into the minstrel show, it became orchestrated almost. But here's one that I think you'll like, and you may know. This is from 1855.